Okay. So for today, we'll start with respect to the other parts of the string, that is with respect to the string builder and string buffer, guys. Okay. So today we'll see string builder and string buffer. So yesterday, when we saw with respect to the string, the strings are immutable, right? The strings are immutable in nature. When we compare with respect to the immutability of the strings, so for that to overcome the immutability of the strings, the Java has provided a string builder and string buffer. Okay. So string builder and string buffers are classes. Even string is a class. Okay. String builder and string buffer is a class which is used to create and manipulate mutable sequence of characters. Okay. So unlike strings, which is immutable, string builder and string buffer allows modification without creating new objects. Okay. So now making it more efficient for frequent string operations. So when do we go with string builder and string buffer? When we have more efficient for frequent string operations. When we do more frequent string operations, in that particular case, we go with string buffer and string builder. So this is string builder and string buffer, right? So yesterday we saw string classes. So today we are seeing string builder and string buffers, right? So basically the string builder and string buffer are classes. So even string is a class, but string is an immutable class, whereas string builder and string buffers are mutable type of classes. Okay, so when we go with string builder and string buffer, we go with string builder and string buffer when we are more performing frequent operations with respect to the strings. At that time we go with string builder and string buffer. Okay, now what are the key features of string builder? See guys, string builder and string buffer both are mutable type of classes. Mutable in the sense where we can try to change the content of a particular reference or the string that we have taken without re-referencing to that particular re-referencing with respect to the reference variable, like how we saw with respect to the strings, right? But with respect to string builder and string buffer, we can directly manipulate the string that we have stored with respect to that particular string. I'll show you guys with respect to the Eclipse. But let us see what are the key features of string builder. So the string builders are mutable in nature. So we can modify the contents without creating a new object. Okay. And the string builder is more efficient because it is faster than strings when dealing with multiple string manipulations. And this is the string builder is thread unsafe. That is, it is not synchronized. So see, whenever an particular string is acted by a thread is nothing but some particular instance. Okay, so it is not thread safe. That is, two objects can interact directly, two threads can interact directly at the same time for a string builder. Whereas with respect to the string buffer, it is thread safe. The major difference between string builder and string buffer is this is thread safe. The string buffer is thread safe. Okay, and due to this thread safety, string buffer is slower. Okay, due to this thread safety, string buffer is slow. Whereas with respect to the string builder, it is efficient because it is thread unsafe and it is faster when compared to string buffer. Both the things, the string builder and string buffer, are the mutable type of strings. But the only difference between string builder and string buffer is that the string builder is not synchronized or it is not thread safe. Okay, whereas string buffer is thread safe and it is slower when compared to string builder. The major difference. And it is a common interview repeated question, guys, that what is the difference between string buffer and string builder. Okay, very common interview question. Now let us see what is the mutability of the string buffer and string builder. Let me switch to Eclipse, guys. Let me know. Okay, I feel Eclipse is visible to everyone. So now here let me try to create the string buff. First let us try to explain the immutable string concept. Okay, so I'll take one string yes is equals to hello. Okay, I'll take this as a string, right? I have declared one string yes. So these are how I have declared, guys. I have declared using string literals, right? I have declared a string. Now what I will do? I will do like this. Yes dot replace. I will use replace. Replace what? Replace replace e with capital E. Okay, I'm trying to replace, and now I'll try to print the convert the replaced string. I'll just try to print this particular thing with the help of system.out.println. And what I'm trying to print here, I'm trying to print yes. So if I am executing this run as Java application, I'll be getting this only as the string, that is HELLOW. Oh, sorry, HELLO, right? So this is hello. Am I trying to replace E here? I'm trying to replace, right? Here is the code that I have written. So this is the method replace, which will replace this small e with capital E. But is it replacing e with small capital E? It is not replacing, because the strings are immutable in nature. We have to do re-referencing like this. We have to re-refer. Only then we will be able to see the output. See, now this small e is replaced with capital E. If we don't give this re-reference, then the object, whatever it is created with respect to the literals, will not change. It will point to the same old allocated content of the string. So this is known as immutability of the strings. This is immutable nature of the strings. Okay. Now to overcome this kind of issues, the Java has introduced string builder and string buffer. Okay. So now how to create a string builder and string buffer? We can create the string buffer and string builder like by using the objects. Okay. So we can create this kind of string builder and string buffer. It is same how we try to create an object with respect to a class. Okay. So with respect to a class, how we create with respect to like this, right? So here we are trying to create an object for string builder. So how to create an string by using string buffer? Same. We'll make use of string buffer class, string buffer, and we give a particular, let me try to give it a string build, and let me try to give it a string buff. Okay. And similarly, we'll try to create with the help of new keyword, and whatever the string or the content that we want to store, we'll store like this. So this is, we try to create an object for string builder. As string builder, string buffer, strings, all are classes in Java. Okay, these are all classes in Java. So you create an object for that string builder and give the content. So this is how we will be creating the string using string builder. Now these are mutable in nature, right? We are seeing that particular characteristics of string builder and string buffer, right? So let me try to show you guys like how we can try to achieve that. String builder, I'll take string builder only first, then I'll make use of dot replace, which is a method that is also present with respect to a particular string builder. So we have replace, where here we have to give the int of the start index and int of the end index. So what is the start index? The start index is 1. And what is the end index? Let me give it as end index as 2. Okay. And what should I replace with? I should replace with capital E. Right. And now let me try to print the object that is yes build. Let me try to write system.out.println. Oh, sorry, not synchronize, guys. System.out.println. Okay, and let me try to print as yes build. And now let me try to execute the code. Run as Java application. See, did I re-reference now? We did not re-reference. How we did with respect to the strings, we did not do re-referencing of the string. We did not assign back the reference of that particular string builder that we used, right? But still it is giving me E as capital in the output. Okay, so whenever there is more manipulation with respect to the strings, we go with string builder or string buffer. Okay, so this is mutability of the string builder and string buffer characteristics. Whenever you want to perform some operation, we don't have to re-reference, we don't have to re-initialize with respect to the strings that we do when compared to the string builder and string buffer. So this is called as mutability of the string builder and string buffer. Okay, now we can do the same concept with respect to the string buffer as well. So now let me try to reverse. We have methods, guys, with respect to reversing of a string. So that can be done like this with the help of string buffer. Reverse is a method. So it will reverse the entire string that we have taken hello. And let me try to print system.out.println and let me try to print string buffer. Like this. Run as Java application. See, it has reversed the string, right? But during the interviews, they will restrict us. Whenever they ask us to whenever they ask us to reverse a string in the interview, they will restrict us by telling that don't use any inbuilt method for reversing a string. So we should not use this method. We have to write the logic for reversing a string. Okay, so this is string builder and string buffer. There are few common methods, guys, which we use with respect to the string builder and string buffer. So those common methods are append. Append is basically used to add text to the end of the string. Okay, insert is used to insert the text at a specified position. Replace is basically replaces the characters in a given range, which we just saw. Now let us see append and insert. Okay, so with respect to append, here in the respect to append, let me try to append something. Okay, so what I will do, I will use the string buffer object, and with the help of dot append, let me try to append something. Okay, let me try to append space world. Okay, hello world. I'm just trying to append the string buffer content with space and world, and let me try to print now. System.out.println string buffer is the object. Yes, buff is the object that I have taken. Run as Java application. See, it is okay. I have reversed the string buffer here, right? We have used the reverse method in order to reverse the string buffer. So that we have reversed. So once we have reversed, we have trying to append with this space and world. So that is what the output that I'm getting here. Okay, so this is append. Append is used to add some string with respect to the like at the end of this particular string. It will try to add the characters that we have specified at the end of the string. So that is append. Insert is basically used to insert text at a specified position. So here we are trying to give the index, right? So for that, in order to add insert, let me try to use this particular method insert. Okay, so here I am using the particular method insert. So for this, let me use the string builder. So string builder dot insert. So here we have to give at what place we need to insert. Let me try to insert at index 2. Okay. So insert is basically used to insert within a particular index. Like suppose I need to insert at index 2, I need to insert something like this. World. WORLD world with 2 spaces starting and ending I need to insert. Okay. So let me try to remove this and let me try to print. So I am trying to insert at index 2. Right. Okay, I am not printing, so let me try to print the string builder object. Okay, so yes, build. Run as Java application. See, here this is basically hello I'm getting from this println statement. And this println statement is giving me space hyphen world. See, it is added here. Right? So this is 0 index, this is 1 index, from 2 index it is adding, right? So 2 index it has added and remaining it is like that. So this is use of insert method. It will try to insert the text at a given index. Okay. And next is replace. Replace we saw, guys. So delete is used to delete characters in a given range. So suppose you need to delete something, so that particular delete will help us in deleting that particular set of characters. Okay. For example, like let me try to make use of this again, whatever we have added. So let me try to delete. Okay, with the help of build reference. So yes build I'll use, and next I'll use yes build, build build. Okay, dot delete. I need to specify the start and end index. Let me give it as 1, and let me try to give the end index as 5, and let me try to print the build of method build object again. So this will delete me that particular occurrence. See, it has deleted the occurrence, right? So like this we can use. And character at method is basically used for displaying the character that is present at that particular index. For example, I need to print the character at that is present at index 0. So what is the character that is present at index 0, guys? Here, if you take this particular string, that is yes build is this one. Here the character that is present at index 0 is h. So it should print h, run as Java application, h. Right? So these are the commonly used methods with respect to string builder and string buffer. Okay, the most common interview questions, guys, with respect to string builder and string buffer is what is the difference between string builder and string buffer. So for that particular thing, we can tell that whenever an interviewer asks what is the difference between string builder and string buffer is, the string buffer is thread safe and it is slower when compared to string builder, whereas string builder is faster and it is thread unsafe. So this two difference we have to tell. And why do we go with string builder and string buffer? Because those are mutable kind of strings. We don't have to create, and we don't have to it is basically a class used to create and manipulate mutable sequence of characters, which is not possible with respect to the strings, because the strings are immutable in nature, whereas string builder and string buffers are mutable in nature. Okay,